Hey guys, welcome back and happy Friday. I hope your week went well. And this week I am very excited to bring to all of you someone who I know many of you have been wanting to meet. And that is the unbelievably talented, amazing photographer that took all of the pictures for my website and my brand. So every time you say, oh, who did your headshots? Oh, who did the pictures on your website? They're so amazing. It is Anna Venhaus, owner and photographer with Unforgettable Photography by Anna. And she and I have been friends literally since kindergarten, so childhood friends. And I just absolutely adore her and the work that she does. And knew when I came to the table with this secret project I wanted to put together and really build the brand on the front end before we really launched, Anna was exactly who was going to be on board to really bring that vision to life, which she did in such an amazing way. But the reason I wanted to bring her to the call today, as we focus on businesses that are pivoting, right? That's what our focus is for this series, getting it right during this time of these stay-at-home orders, how businesses are doing their part to keep their businesses going. First week, right, we had Karen, in which she really shifted from a hyper-local community-based offering to a national scale and being able to work remotely. Last week, we talked with Jeff and just the trials he went through of starting a new business right in the middle of this and how he did that successfully. And what I wanted to focus on this week was a business who not only was figuring out how to continue to work for business, but also to serve her community and give back while doing that. And so I tapped Anna on the shoulder a couple of weeks ago, and she said she would happily hop on and chat with us about how she did just that. So Anna, if you can you kind of share with everybody what it is that you put together in terms of that package to be able to give back to those in the front line?
Yeah, so as Megan kind of stated, I've had a photography studio in Germantown, Illinois for about 15 years, and primarily I photograph children, families, high school seniors. I also do some school photography and business portraits, but right now I'm not doing anything. And so when I was trying to think about what I could do to still draw some business in for the studio, but at the same time help everybody who is an essential worker and working on the front lines and doing everything to keep us safe and keep everything going, I wanted to do something that I could give back. And so what I had seen another photographer do was something called gratitude sessions, and I am in love with the word gratitude. In the last few years, I have really kind of found myself working on being more grateful for the things that I have every day and just finding that positivity. And so it just spoke to me as soon as I saw that. And so what we are offering at my studio now till the end of the month, if you purchase a gift certificate for a gratitude session for your immediate family, we will then gift the equal amount of a gratitude session to an essential worker of your choice, so they can use that for, family portraits or whatever they might want.
Very cool. Very cool. I just think it's so great because not only then are you as your family going to get this awesome session and these incredible photos, which I can't rave about enough. Anna did our wedding and our engagement and all the kids' newborn pictures. So yes, she's totally the one to go to. But then she's going to give that to someone who is working their tail off right now to continue to provide for us. So I think that is just absolutely awesome. I loved when I saw that pass by my social media because it really spoke to me in that not only were you getting creative and continuing to work your business, but doing it in a way that served those that are serving us right now. So I think it was just absolutely awesome. I do have another question for you because I don't know if you can all feel it. I know I can feel it. Anna and I both are very high energy. And if anything, when we get in the room together, it just keeps raising. And I can already feel that. So yes, she's a massive go-getter as well. and actually has a whole nother business. So she is the owner, operator, photographer extraordinaire with Unforgettable Photography by Anna, but she also is co-owner of her popsicle business with her sister-in-law. And can you kind of share with us what that's all about?
Yeah, so Fantastic Pops is something that came to life about two summers ago. We were on a family vacation with my sister-in-law and her immediate family, and we had come across this cute little popsicle business that made homemade popsicles, and I thought, what a creative idea. I love this. Obviously, the popsicles that we had tasted at this other business were very good, and I am a sweet tooth person, so I just loved the idea of how creative and different it was. I had never heard of anything like it, and there was nothing like that where we lived here in the Midwest. And so I told Allison, you are an amazing chef and baker. This is something you could totally do. And a little bit later, she's like, okay, so were you serious? Do you think we should do this? And I was like, hell yeah, we should do this. I'll do all of the social media marketing and the design, and I'll do the logo. And I mean, I can sell some popsicles. If I can sell pictures, I can sell popsicles, especially if I know that what Allison was going to be creating was going to already sell itself because of how good it was. So
Yeah.
It was just a whole other creative, different adventure that I had never been on, and I never ever expected to be in the food industry because my parents owned a restaurant for many years, and that was just not the life that I ever thought I wanted to live. And here I am doing something in the restaurant industry on top of having a full-time photography studio.
Yeah, it's awesome. So with that, right, there had to be a big, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? Pivot, because it's kind of that food truck feel at live events, at birthday parties, at, very much gatherings. Yeah. So what are you guys doing to still work that business, but a little bit differently during this time?
Yeah, so we had a full schedule this spring and a full schedule this summer with the food truck, with the popsicle truck. So not being able to gather in large gatherings certainly put a little damper on our plans for the year and the goals that we had for the year. But what we decided to do was offer delivery or a porch pickup at this time. So I just threw a message out there. These were the flavors that we had in stock. And because of the canceled events, we had plenty of inventory. If anybody was interested, send us a message and we'll put your order together and deliver them to your house. I had one day that, I spent 9 a.m. till 5:30 at night delivering popsicles around my community. And my daughter, Madeline, came along with me and helped me text everybody as we were coming to their house to put their cooler outside so that everything was, didn't have to have any contact with anyone. It went over really well. We sold out of everything we had in stock. So
that's awesome.
So yeah, we're hoping to continue to do that, as long as we need to, because one, we have a business to take care of. We have overhead and expenses, and I'm, like I said, I had some big goals for us this year, and I'm not going to let something stop that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. So, okay, so you talked about, and it's funny because I'm kind of thinking really full circle here. You had a business you can't physically work, right? If we're going to do something towards our business, it can be one of three things. We can work our business, so actually serving our customers, serving our clients. We can work on our business to work on improving something or doing it a little bit different, or we can work on ourselves. And I've already heard you hit two of the buckets. One, you are still working your popsicle business, just doing it in a different way. You're working on your business in terms of offering a little bit different offering for your photography, even though you can't do it right now. You found a way to then offer those kind of dual gift cards that go hand in hand. Third bucket is working on yourself, and I know from our prep work, you're doing that too. So share with everybody what you're doing during this time for your education.
Right. So as all parents are right now, we are homeschooling our kids and spending a lot of time with them. And, you know, I am definitely the type of person that as much as I give back to my kids, like I need something to satisfy myself. And I was watching just a Facebook video the other day, and I saw a photographer who I've always admired. They have a great sense of business. They are a wonderful person, and she was doing a photography webinar. So I listened in on that as I was multitasking at home and decided, you know, I'm home for the next 30 days again. My business is not, the photography business isn't available for me to be taking the pictures right now. The popsicle stuff is only a few days a week. And this would be a great time for me to do some continuing education because it's been a little while since I've done that for myself. And this just seemed like the perfect opportunity to reinvest in myself and just get better at what I'm doing, or try to be better at what I'm doing, come up with a new idea, always stay ahead of the game, just trying to be my best self. So I have decided to do some online courses while we're in quarantine. Just add to my never-ending lifestyle. Always going.
Well, and speaking of kids, I know you mentioned homeschooling, but Anna has even some new news in terms of family life that has happened over the last month as well. Can you share that?
Yes. So we have a 5-week-old baby. So I have 4 kids. My daughter is 11. I have a son that is 7, a son that is 5, and then our newest one is 5 weeks old. He was born on March 14th. So right as our state was shutting down and closing everything up, we had a baby born in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic. And, you know, I really was worried about how busy our lives are, how we were going to raise a 4th child and take care of a baby. But the transition at this point has been seamless, and it's just the right, everything's just fallen into place. I just couldn't worry too much about what was on the news and the businesses. I was already wise enough to save and build my businesses up to the point where they could support themselves during, you know, a month or two where there's a crisis or something's going on. I think that's something that you learn being a business owner, is you have to take the responsibilities on yourself and prepare for the unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
And getting pregnant with Meyer was an unexpected thing. Having him through the coronavirus has been an unexpected thing. Having my businesses shut down. And so you just got to transition and take it as you can, not get too worked up, but really try to focus on the positives and what can you do to make things better. How, you know, I just take it in stride and do what you can.
Yeah, keep moving forward. I think that is awesome. And, you know, it to me is so admirable around what you're doing for your community, what you're doing to keep your businesses open, and then all while parenting a newborn with all of your other children at home all the time. So yeah. All I do have to say as we kind of wrap things up, first of all, is thank you for popping on amongst all of the busyness that you do have going on and talking with me. But to all of you, the one thing that rings true to me in talking with Anna is really straightforward. We can all put our excuses aside and get into activity, get into action, because if Anna can do it with all that she has going on and literally check off every box of activity you can do towards the business and towards your own personal growth during this time while her family is also expanding, then we can do it too. So I hope you guys have found this helpful and inspirational. And if you would like to feature your business in our Friday feature of Businesses Pivoting Right during this pandemic, please feel free to reach out. We would love to talk with you and what you're doing to continue to serve your customers and move your business forward. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Anna.
Bye.